In the royal capital, a boy was buying candy. He is Zhao Jinyu, an ordinary reincarnator. But his current situation is not good. He can sense bloodlust form his both left and right side. Those two man attacks to kill Zhao Jinyu. Zhao Jinyu dropped his money. He bent down to pick up his money. At the same time when those killers attack him, both of those killers were surprised. They collide with each other and died. Zhao Jinyu was not even surprised, because it was happening every other day. He have to experience an attempt at being assassinated every day, even though he is a teenager. Well, it's thanks to him being reincarnated into a good life. His dad is an outstanding founding minister, who is helping the emperor to win over half the territory, the Centennial Grand Duke. But after the late emperor passed away, the current emperor felt that his dad's achievement could topple him. That's why the emperor wants to end his dad's bloodline. Like just now, even he is wanted dead. There's not a single soul in this street even in broad daylight. There will be a lot of hidden surprises. Zhao Jinyu was walking while eating his candy. Suddenly a knife passed his head, then a knife passed his chest. In his previous life, since he joined the Taiyi sect, even if he have been reborn as a child now, it's more than enough to deal with an enemy of this level. But if he deal with it himself, he will end up exposing his real power, which will attract stronger assassins. That's why he can only make it seem as if it's them getting into an accident by themselves. But Zhao Jinyu thought that the things can't keep going like this. Is he have to go up the mountain to train hard like in his past life? Is there no way to end this once and for all? Zhao Jinyu find a solution that, if the emperor is afraid that Jinyu family will threaten him, then all Zhao Jinyu have to do is prove him wrong, don't he? Zhao Jinyu smiles because he've decided. From today onwards, he'll become a useless person. Few months later, Zhao Jinyu was sleeping till late morning. A housekeeper comes running to wake up his young master. Zhao Jinyu. Zhao Jinyu wakes up. He comes out of his room and asks housekeeper, "Is it time for lunch?" Housekeeper told him that eunuch Li from the palace brought an imperial edict. In just a few months, Zhao Jinyu became the capital's #1 good-for-nothing Zhao Jinyu. He asked housekeeper that, what's there to worry about? They are here for his dad. It's nothing to do with him. Zhao Jinyu goes there and saw that eunuch Li was reading the imperial edict. Emperor said in edict that he've heard that the eldest son of Duke Dingbang, Zhao Jinyu, is warm, kind, and has a good appearance. As the third princess is already 16 years old, it's a suitable time to get married. By giving my blessing, he shall betroth the third princess to Zhao Jinyu. End of the decree. Zhao Jinyu was surprised. Zhao Jinyu father the Duke received the decree, and said that he shall gratefully accept it. Duke started crying, saying that His Majesty thinks about him so much. This must be what people call giving one's unending attention. It's hard to suppress his tears. Eunuch Li told Duke that His Majesty is asking the young master to meet him in the palace tomorrow after the morning assembly. Please do not be late. Duke said sure. Eunuch Li said that he shall take high leave. When Eunuch Li left, Duke Zhao was very angry. Zhao Jinyu asked his dad that, what's happening? Is he going to sell Jinyu off like this? Duke Zhao said that, without becoming relatives, do he really think that stupid emperor will let them off? He just want to protect Zhao Jinyu. Duke Zhao was very angry. He threw the decree and shouted that this stupid emperor is unbelievable. To make that idiot princess marry Zhao Jinyu, he must be pulling this on purpose. Zhao Jinyu asked his dad that, who is the idiot princess? Duke Zhao told Zhao Jinyu that she's that naturally born mentally incapable, which makes her unable to take on the imperial's Ji surname, and has to follow her birth mother's surname, Mu Luoxue. Zhao Jinyu was little surprised when he hears her future wife's name, Mu Luoxue, Zhao Jinyu. Remember that, she's not some idiot princess, she's acting like an idiot to protect her life. Moreover, this Mu Luoxue succeeded in rebelling later on, and used cruel methods to reorganize the entire imperial's laws. An out-and-out tyrant by that time as a remnant of the previous dynasty. Won't he have to fight with his wife? What's more, she's beautiful. The thing is, she's still young now. There are still ways to help her, to prevent her from making the same mistakes, such as having him rebel first, walking her path. Then she won't be able to do it anymore. Zhao Jinyu said, Dad, let us rebel. He was thinking that he is a genius. Duke Zhao looks at Zhao Jinyu with disappointment. What gives him the chills? Duke Zhao shouted, stupid son, don't you run away, I promise to not beat you to death. Zhao Jinyu runs away saying that he was just joking. At the royal palace, Mu Luoxue asked that did her father betrothed her to someone. A imperial consort was kneeling in front of her. She said yes, princess. Imperial consort said to Mu Luoxue that she tried to talk to His Majesty, but His Majesty, Mu Luoxue asked her why did she talk. Imperial consort blow down and said that it's her fault for being a busybody. Imperial consort was very angry thinking that she is an imperial consort, why he is acting like a servant. Mu Luoshui asked her if she is sure the other person is the son of Duke Dingbang, Zhao Jinyu. Imperial Consort said yes, that's right. Mu Luoshui turned around. Imperial Consort was very scared, thinking that this crazy girl is so shocked. Did she decided to pull everyone down and die together? Mu Luoshui was blushing. She was embarrassed, thinking that the future heavenly martial immortal is her husband. Mu Luoshui thought that there wasn't any fate between them in the previous life, but there's a marriage with him in this life. But around this time during the previous life, shouldn't Zhao Jinyu be at the Jade Mountain Peak training at Taiyi Sect? Taiyi Sect, the world's best immortal sect, its history goes back far longer than the Zhou dynasty's imperial court. Even the current emperor has to be respectful towards the Taiyi Sect. Mu Luoshui was shouted, thinking that, but for some reason, in this life, Zhao Jinyu hasn't joined the Taiyi Sect. But what if he believed the rumors that are spreading, and has actually thought that Mu Luoshui, a naturally born idiot, and decided to escape marriage by joining the Taiyi Sect? Then won't she miss the opportunity to be with him again? Mu Luoshui was very angry. She smiles like a crazy person. She thought that, if Zhao Jinyu joined the Taiyi Sect, then what's the point in becoming immortal? She just have to think of a way to end the Taiyi Sect. When Imperial Consort saw Mu Luoshui making a scary face, she thought that Mu Luoshui must be thinking about something terrifying. Because she is marrying a useless piece of trash, she must be super angry. Imperial Consort said to her that, it's a marriage granted by His Majesty, please don't be angry. She was thinking that Mu Luoshui can cause all the trouble she want when she get married, just don't do it right now and involve her. Mu Luoshui said, angry? She asked, why should she be angry? Imperial Consort was confused. Mu Luoshui sits down and said that, do you want to meet Zhao Jinyu tomorrow? She asked Imperial Consort to make the arrangement. Imperial Consort said that, as the palace rules, they both are not allowed to meet each other before marriage. Mu Luoshui looks at Imperial Consort angrily, and asks her, does she mean this isn't appropriate? Imperial Consort was scared. She said, it's totally appropriate. Why wouldn't it be? Mu Luoshui put her hand on Imperial Consort and said, well done. She goes to the window and looks at the full moon. She was very happy. The next day, Duke Zhao goes to the Imperial Palace to greet His Majesty. He is Zhou Dynasty's emperor. Ji Xinghe said that, uncle is here, someone, bring him a seat. Duke Zhao said that, this humble official doesn't dare to. Duke Zhao knows that, this stupid emperor is trying to set him up. Emperor said to Duke that, the late emperor and Duke Dingbang are like brothers, following the hierarchy. Having him to calling Duke Zhao uncle shouldn't be too much. Emperor brings out a paper and told Duke to take a look. Emperor said that, these contents in the memorial are all impeached towards uncle. Duke Zhao was shouted. He was lost of words. Emperor tear apart those paper and said to Duke that, he have suppressed all of this for Duke. Duke Zhao said, thank you, Lord. Duke Zhao was very angry. He knows that this stupid emperor was himself who ordered the officials to suppress Duke, making them nitpick his mistakes. Emperor asked Duke Zhao that, where is his son Zhao Jinyu? Duke Zhao said to Emperor that, yesterday night, Duke had an argument with that child, and in the heat of the moment, Zhao Jinyu ran away. Suddenly a servant announced that, the Duke Dingbang's son is here. Duke Zhao, while turning around, said that yesterday he even warned him to arrive on time. It seems he still didn't dare to be rude towards His Majesty. Zhao Jinyu was too drunken and was dancing weirdly, mumbling something. Duke Zhao was almost died to see him that way. Duke Zhao grabbed Zhao Jinyu with his collar and said, shameful, sober up for a while. Emperor looks so serious, he said that, Zhao Jinyu still dares to go to a brothel and enjoy pleasure, even after Emperor granted him a marriage. He sure is the capital's no one good for nothing. Emperor looks at Zhao Jinyu. He was dancing. Emperor smiles, thinking that, it's good that he is a good for nothing. Emperor said that, young and frivolous, Zhao Jinyu sure is romantic. But after the marriage, he is not allowed to act like this again. Emperor told Duke to let's end it here for today. He still have documents that he need to go through. Duke Zhao was supporting Zhao Jinyu to stand, he said, at His Majesty's command. Outside the palace, Duke Zhao was carrying Zhao Jinyu on the back. He pinched Zhao Jinyu and asked him, till when is he going to keep his act? Zhao Jinyu said to Duke that, he should continue the whole show if he is going to act. Who knows if there's a spy from the emperor nearby? Duke Zhao asked Zhao Jinyu to tell him the truth. Where did he go last night? Zhao Jinyu said that he went to Green Willow Pavilion. He even accidentally gave a beating to the Ministry of War's second son. Zhao Jinyu told the Ministry of War will definitely involve Duke in it, please be ready. Duke Zhao covered his face and disappointed. He said that, sometimes even he not sure if Zhao Jinyu really a good for nothing, or if he is just acting. Zhao Jinyu pulled out his sword and said that he need to kill someone tonight. He said he is serious. Duke Zhao asked him, who do we want to kill? When Zhao Jinyu didn't reply, he looks back and saw that Zhao Jinyu was not on Duke's back. At night, a black Shawad was approaching a building in Imperial Palace. That was Zhao Jinyu, who was wearing the Nightwalk's clothes. Zhao Jinyu jumped for the tree and was flying in the sky. Zhao Jinyu was thinking that Mu Luo Shui is a tyrant made from chaos around the world, and the culprit for starting the chaos is in the Tianyu pavilion. Zhao Jinyu grabbed the back of his sword and directed in the palace direction, and said that, although you haven't done anything till now, but still please die right here. Zhao Jinyu throws his sword towards the imperial palace. Zhao Jinyu's sword goes towards the palace. Zhao Jinyu's attack was too powerful. It destroyed all the barrier of the palace and makes a huge explosion. Zhao Jinyu thought that the experts in the palace should be here any moment. It will be troublesome if any of them suspect him. So he decided to retreat. Zhao Jinyu looks from apart and said, as expected from the chaplain Tianyazi, it seems like Zhao Jinyu didn't manage to get rid of him. Sure enough, it's not realistic to directly solve the problem from its root cause. But this blow should be enough to make Tianyazi lie down for a few months. With this, he won't be able to go to the opening of Hidden Immortal Summit, that will happen 2 months later. When the time comes, Emperor Ji Xinghe won't have any half-immortal around him that he can mobilize. Then the chaos from previous life will be delayed for at least 2 years. In addition, yesterday at the brothel, Zhao Jinyu happened to inquire that, in his previous life around this time, due to Mu Luo Shui practicing poisonous arts, she was locked up in the Supreme Court's jail. It turns out that she was framed by those scumbag from the Huang clan. Zhao Jinyu said that this time, he'll just kidnap Mu Luo Shui into his house, personally keeping watch on her, then she will be absolutely safe. In Yongning Palace, Imperial Consort was walking. Someone come from her back, calling her sister. They man grabbed her leg and said, "Sister, please get revenge for me." Imperial Consort asked him who is he. That man said that he is her brother, Huang Xingsheng, that Zhao Jinyu is unreasonable, he almost beat him to death. Imperial Consort said that, even if that good-for-nothing is overbearing, there's still no need to beat someone up for no reason. She asked her brother to tell her about all of it in full detail. Huang Xingsheng said that, when he was discussing something major at the brothel, Zhao Jinyu accidentally overheard him. Imperial Consort gets angry and asks him, "What do we mean?" Huang Xingsheng pull out something from his bag. He show it to Imperial Consort, and ask her what does she think this is. Imperial Consort take it from him, and ask him this thing, where did he get it from? Imperial Consort looks at that box and thought that, why is the poisonous insect that she's secretly breeding with him? Except for fighting for favor. She was breeding this poisonous insect in the palace for emergencies. But then it got found out by Mu Luo Shui. That's why Imperial Consort keep getting ordered around by her. If by any chance this incident gets disclosed, and is found out by the Emperor, Imperial Consort is dead for sure. Wang Xingsheng said to Imperial Consort that this was found in her warehouse. Imperial Consort grabbed him and asked him, what nonsense is he talking about? Wang Xingsheng said to her that, what he mean is, she got deceived by that Mu Luo Shui. She is not an idiot. She was secretly practicing poison in the palace. Imperial Consort asked him, do we think this is the third princess's? Huang Xingsheng said, whose else if not hers, in this palace, only her white-haired foreign clan mother will know this kind of sorcery. Imperial Consort didn't say anything to him. Huang Xingsheng started crying. He said that, when he was discussing this with a few of his brothers at the brothel about how to breed poisonous insects as an opportunity to deal with Mu Luo Shui and Zhao Jinyu. At the same time, Zhao Jinyu overheard it. Imperial Consort thought that, indeed in this situation, even if he have the chance to succeed in framing Mu Luo Shui, this little fox is very shrewd. She is afraid that Mu Luo Shui will pull Imperial Consort down together with her. Imperial Consort said to Huang Xingsheng that, this is not a small matter, she will make the decision later, he don't have to worry about it. A voice comes that, of course he is going to worry about it. Imperial Consort looks behind and asks, Father, why are you here? Her father said, the things they both are talking about, he've heard all of it. He said that, Huang clan was supported by the emperor to control the Zhao clan. They are like water and fire, and now they have something on them. Why should not they use it? Imperial Consort and her father. That can this really bring down the Zhao clan? There will be an acrimonious fallout. Her father said that, it won't be enough to bring them down, if not they won't be called Zhao clan. But they have to prove that they are useful. If not, does she seriously think that the Zhao clan is the only one that the emperor is wary of? Imperial Consort's father said to her that, the poisonous insect, it's her isn't it? He told her that, whatever's the issue here, it should be fixed. Imperial Consort was surprised. Imperial Consort laughs and asks her father, what is he talking about? She said that, she swear that it's not hers, Oregon. Else lightning shall strike down. Before she could complete her words, suddenly something like lightning bolt passed their house. Imperial Consort, and her father was shocked to see that lightning. In the palace, everyone started shouting that, it's an earthquake. Mu Luo Shui was making tea. When she felt the earthquake, she knows that, this is not an earthquake. There are experts fighting each other. She thought that, to be able to cause this kind of shock. There's no more than 3 people in this palace. Steer wonder who is fighting. She thought that, are they just sounding out each other? Suddenly all the pressure's gone. Muluo Shui said that he don't think it will spread till here. Counting the days, it should be the time Huang Xingsheng comes and frames her. At this time in her previous life, thanks to Huang Yurong's dear brother, Muluo Shui ended up turning into a prisoner from a princess. Muluo Shui take out a bottle and said that she is going to get married this time. That's why. She dropped the things of the bottle into the tea, and said that this cup of Yama tea will bring Huang Xingsheng to the afterlife. Suddenly a voice come outside of her room. It was Zhao Jinyu. He break the door and said, "Where is his wife whom he haven't married yet?" At that moment, the future tyrant wife and immortal prince meets. Both of them were just looking at each other with blinking their eyes. Zhao Jinyu looks at Muluo Shui and thought, that cruel and brutal tyrant right now is just a docile girl who is acting dumb. Muluo Shu was looking at Zhao Jinyu and thinking, that unrivaled heavenly martial immortal, the one who doesn't care about the enemy outside, bursting into the palace only by himself and a sword, asking if she willing to go with him or not, is now a wanton and unrestrained good-for-nothing young master. In Muluo Shui's point of view, Zhao Jinyu was looking too handsome to her. Zhao Jinyu pick up the pimu Luo Shui was making earlier, and said that, "Your Highness is so considerate." She even prepared a cup of tea for him. Zhao Jinyu was drinking that tea. Muluo Shui was looking at him thinking that, he looks so handsome even when drinking tea, is this really something that she can see for free? Suddenly, Muluo Shui realized that Zhao Jinyu is drinking tea. She tries to stop him, because there's poison in the tea. Muluo Shui runs towards her to stop him, but she slipped and fall on Zhao Jinyu's arms. Zhao Jinyu said to her that they haven't gotten married yet, and she is already so aggressive. Muluo Shui punches him. Muluo Shui was too embarrassed. She was thinking that, why did Zhao Jinyu come at this time? She wanted to leave a good impression on Zhao Jinyu for the first meeting. She was thinking what should she do now? She couldn't thought of anything, so she tries to run away from there. Zhao Jinyu grabbed her hand and asked her is she trying to run away after hitting someone. Zhao Jinyu asked Muluo Shui, does she think he'll let her off so easily? Zhao Jinyu goes near her and asks her, does your highness know who I am? Muluo Shui face turned red. She said yes. Zhao Jinyu grabbed her waist. Muluo Shui asked him, what is she doing? Zhao Jinyu hold her and said that he is bringing his wife home to get married.